Oxidative stress plays a major role in the progression of diseases, heart disease, liver disease, poor gut health, cancer, and more. And as you may know, heart disease remains the leading cause of morbidity and mortality worldwide. Thankfully, nature has equipped us with some foods to help combat oxidative stress. One of those powerful foods comes in the form of vegetable, cabbage. Hi there, welcome back to Gracefully Nourished Chef Grace MD, a board-certified family physician and a current family physician with surgical obstetric fellow with passions for fresh, flavorful meals and a whole person wellness. Today, I'm excited to share with you a healthy version of fufu made with cabbage. But before we get into the recipe, let's talk a little about this humble vegetable, cabbage. Cabbage comes from a class of food called cruciferous vegetables. It's often overlooked, but it's packed with science-backed health benefits. It comes in different colors and grows worldwide and brings incredible nutritional values to the table. Why should we even bother turning this humble vegetable into fufu? Here are some reasons. Cabbage is high in vitamin C, vitamin K, vitamin E, folate, and antioxidant. That means it boosts your immunity, supports bone health, and keeps your digestion moving. The red cabbage in particular contains anthocyanin, a powerful antioxidant that reduces inflammation and lower the risk of cardiovascular disease. Plus, the fiber contained in cabbage helps lower LDL, the bad cholesterol, thanks to its potassium content that helps balance sodium, which is important for blood pressure control. Cabbage also has cancer protective properties. As a cruciferous vegetable, cabbage contains glucosinolates. When broken down, they form compounds like sulforaphane and endo-3-carbinol, which can protect cells from DNA damage and may slow cancer growth. Evidence is especially strong in colorectal cancer prevention. Cabbage also has bioactive compounds with benefits for heart, liver, gut health, and more. No wonder it has been used in traditional medicine for centuries. What about your gut health? Cabbage is high in insoluble fiber, which promotes regular bowel movement. Your poop should be soft, not pebble-like. And when cabbage is fermented, like in sauerkraut, it delivers probiotics that support a healthy gut microbiome and strong immunity. But like every food, there are some precautions to keep in mind. Cabbage can cause gas and bloating. Cabbage is high in raffinates, a complex sugar, and fiber, so it can cause bloating, especially when eaten raw. What have you heard about thyroid concern? Like other cruciferous vegetables, cabbage contains goitrogens, which, when eaten in large raw amounts, can interfere with iodine uptake in the thyroid. But there's good news. Cooking reduces the goitrogenic compound. The risk is very minimal unless iodine deficiency is already present. Remember, we say that cabbage is high in vitamin K. What does that mean to you if you're on blood thinner? If you're on warfarin, sudden changes in cabbage intake can interfere with clotting management. Why newer blood thinners like Eliquis don't require the same monitoring? Warfarin is still used in some cases, so consistency is key. Fermented cabbage could be high in sodium, which is not ideal if you're already struggling with high blood pressure. So, moderation is the key. And of course, always check with your healthcare provider before making any major changes to your diet or your treatment plans. Now, guess what? If you're like me and you love your fufu or you just love your swallow, you are in luck, because I am going to show you how to enjoy your swallow without the guilt. Why? Because most of our traditional fufu ingredients are calorie dense and can spike your blood sugar. Cassava, pounded yam, cocoyam, semo, semolina, farina, rice flour, corn flour, you name it. And if you're watching your weight and love fufu, you just found your gold. Why? because cabbage gives you a lighter, healthier option so we can still enjoy our swallow without sacrificing our health. So now that we know all the amazing benefits of cabbage and a few things to keep in mind, let's put this powerhouse veggie to work. Today, I'm going to show you step by step how to make cabbage fufu, a lighter, healthier alternative to the traditional swallow. It's quick once prepped, simple, and trust me, it still gives you the satisfying fufu texture we all love. All you need is a fresh cabbage, a blender, your oven or dehydrator, and a few simple steps. So let's head over to the kitchen and get started. All right, to my fellow fufu lovers, I am going to walk you through on how you're going to eat your fufu to swallow without feeling guilty. I'm telling you, you eat the fufu and you lose the weight, okay? Join me, let's walk through the fufu trick, a healthier version of your fufu. Let's do that. I've got plenty, so let's walk through this process. So here are a bunch of cabbage. We're gonna wash this, dice them up, ready to blend them so we can work on this together. I need you to follow every single step. So what you want to do is go ahead and cut up all your cabbages a size that is manageable by your blender. So kind of be mindful of the blender you're using. Don't worry about the water. Adding extra water to the blender, if that's going to help it blend better. You're going to use a bag, a chiffon bag or a sack bag, whatever bag that you're going to use to sieve off the excess water. Here's the bag. I got this material from one of our local stores and I ended up sewing it into a bag for this purpose. I have used this bag multiple times, so you're going to notice some discoloration, greenish discoloration to the bottom part. That's because I've used it for different vegetables, including cabbage, obviously. Anyway, so you go ahead and get that done and blend it. And then to sieve the water off, you can go ahead and try squeezing out the water off whatever material you're using to drain the blended cabbage. As you can see here, I'm just using my bag. And once you're done, if it's not completely drained out or you're tired, fatigue, right? Go ahead and use something that has weight laid over the cabbage, and it's going to help drain out the excess fluid. And then once that is taken care of, you can come back and check on it. So once that is done, we'll get it out, and here you go, voila, in our pan, ready to be put in the oven. So I'm gonna put this in the oven and let it, we're not baking it, but we're just using the oven in place of a dehydrator. You want something that has a lower, you can control the temperature. In this case, I am going to be using the lowest setting on my oven, and that will be 170 degrees. I'm gonna leave it there and go about my business, come back, keep an eye on it, and just kind of keep checking on it intermittently. So I'm expecting that this is gonna take anywhere between 14 to 16 hours. That's usually how long it takes when I use my oven. So I'll meet you right back. And after several hours, you can see that this is completely dried up. So I want you to listen to this sound. See, very dry, almost looks like little cereals or chin-chin, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's what you're looking for. So we're going to go ahead and transfer these to blender and give it a quick blend. Okay, let's do that. So before proceeding with the final phase, which would be blending, I'm going to show you another method to prepare your cabbage fufu so you can decide which method works best for you. But in my opinion, they yield the same results. For this method, what you want to do is go ahead and wash the cabbages like we did in the previous method. Wash them, cut them up. The smaller you can cut them, the faster it's going to dehydrate or dry up. This is going to go directly into the oven. We are not trying to bake it. We're just going to use the lowest temperature setting on the oven to dehydrate this. So another thing is you want to retain the color as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't always happen, especially if you increase the temperature somewhat and then forget to turn it down, which happens very often. So anyways, let's cut this up, put them in the oven, keep an eye on it. It's going to take anywhere between 16 to 24 hours to completely dehydrate or dry up before we can get it into a blender and blend it, which will be the final process before we consume it as fufu. And here we are, it's all dried up, it's ready to be tossed into the blender and ready to eat. I can't wait for you to try it. It's already gone through the process of blending, sieving it water, obviously dried faster compared to this one, okay? But we're gonna blend them. Let me get a blender. We're gonna put this in a blender and see what happens. Okay. Again, follow the instruction for your blender, but this is what I have, and that's the one I'm going to use, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and dump all this in here. Put all that in here. As you can see, this is time consuming. Okay, here we are. All right, let's go ahead and cut this out. Can you see now? Okay, so I want you to see what I'm doing. You see what we have? This is a fiber house right here, okay? Now, let's go ahead and transfer it into the blender. We're gonna use the same blender. This, okay? Here we go again. Let's get this out. Let me get a different bowl so we can compare this. You can already see the difference. Can you see the difference? This is the one we blended fresh. Squeeze out the excess water and then dried it, okay? And you can see the color. Looks very much like our fufu color. Now for completeness, we're going to go ahead and do another batch using our dehydrator. So please follow your dehydrator's instruction manual. The washing, the cutting is all the same. So I did all that and pre-treated it, put them in a rack. I have 8 racks, but I ended up using only 7 and just kind of wait for it to dry. And I set this between 100 and 120. Come back and take a look. Come back and check on this. Right now, we're gonna let it do its thing. I want to say that it took about 18 to 20 hours, if not a little bit more, to get the result I was looking for. But now that we are done, let's go ahead and unrack this so we can blend all our products and compare the results. All right, so this is all done. We're gonna go ahead and unrack them, get them out one at a time, and for sure, yes, look at how beautiful that is. Can you see that? That's the crunchiness. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and transfer them to a container. This is what we're using. It's so easy to come out, and we'll go ahead and blend this one so we can compare with the other ones. And finally, get our fufu going. That's the whole goal. All right. We're done. Look at that. Can you hear the sound? See how crunchy it is? Can you believe this is a cabbage? Can you believe that? All right, so we're going to go ahead and blend this in a blender. We're just trying to get it to powder form so you can enjoy your fufu without the guilt. Let's get it done. Everything is in here. Everything is in here. See it? Our pan is empty. Let's do that one more time. Beautiful. So let's get all 3 in a bowl so you can see if there's any difference. I don't know. Maybe there is. Let's see. We'll go ahead and put this in a different container. Okay. You be the judge here. So this is the one that we just a fresh cabbage, cut them up, and put the trays in the oven on a lower heat. Okay, this is the color. It's a little bit darker. Now this is the one that we blended, sieved it before we dried it. We also dried this one in the oven too. Okay. Now this is the one we just completed. This one we dried using a dehydrator. So do you notice any difference? Is there any difference in all these? They all are fiber house. All these are fiber house. So regardless of how you choose to do it, you're gonna end up with the similar results, if not the same. The difference would just be in the color. We're gonna turn this to the fufu. I want to show you how I do the fufu. Okay, how I do the fufu. Very healthy. So this can last for a very long time. I store mine in the freezer just to keep it fresh. I've had this for the last 7 months, if not even longer. And the one in the bag, that's also a different type of cabbage, but we can talk about that next time. Can you imagine? This is cabbage flour. Look at it. It's beautiful. I just fill it in this container and kind of chunk it down, okay? And the difference you will see will be in the colors, but the process is the same. This is very healthy. You don't have to worry about blood sugar spikes. You don't have to get constipated. This one, I think I left it on a higher temperature. That's why it has a different color. So for our fufu, we're going to end up combining the whole three colors together. That's a variation. They're all going to be the same anyways. You wouldn't even notice. And for our binder, we'll use these oats. If you look on here, it says that a serving is half a cup. I am not sure which African man is going to use half a cup of oats as a serving. Okay, but that's what it says. We're going to use this as a binder, and so we're only going to use half a cup of the oats. This is 1 cup of the cabbage flour measured out, and here is our half a cup of oats. We're going to put it in a blender and use that as a binder. However, you use whatever binder you have available. And for us, we're going to use this half cup of oatmeal, put it in a blender, blend it, and that's what we're going to use. All right, so we are done here. See what we have? Let's go ahead and transfer it back to the cup. So once you finish blending as expected, this is a little bit more than half a cup leveled, but not by much. So I really just want us to use half a cup blended, and that's what I'm going to use. Just going to use this half a cup. So this is what we have: 1 cup cabbage flour, half cup oatmeal. That's going to be our binder. You can use anything else you want as binder, but I just love to use oatmeal as a binder. Now let's get our pot, get the water, and get cooking. Okay, so in a pot, combine 2.5 cups of water. You might need to add more water later, depending on how soft you want it. Then go ahead and combine your cabbage flour and your binder in no particular order, actually, but I like to add the cabbage flour first and then just gently combine it. I like to cook it on low heat as well, low to medium heat. Gently stir together. You don't want it to form lumps. It hardly does, but just in case. So cook this on low until everything combines. Add more water if you need to. But yeah, I'm gonna keep stirring until it kind of combines and forms together, okay? I'll show you what it feels like already. See, you're a fufu lover. It's already soft. You might want to add water if it's too thick for you. Okay. All right, let's try to give it another minute or two, and we serve this fufu. I think we can serve this now. Look at that. Look at that. See how? Look at that. If you eat fufu, this is good. Look at that. This is good. Look at that. It doesn't leave a patch. And healthy. So you turn that off and serve your fufu. Tell me what you're gonna serve yours with. I'm gonna enjoy mine with vegetable soup. All right. So this is what I'm gonna serve mine with. This is vegetable soup. Isn't that beautiful? But here's the point. With 1 cup of cabbage flour and half a cup of oatmeal, look at what I have. Okay, these are going to be for some of the time. This is a serving right now, right? And you have 3 extra for next time. How economical can this be? So you go load yourself. Come join me. Let's eat. See how many we have? We have extra 3. 1, 2, and 3. Only 1 cup. Okay? Tell me, what would you be trying yours with? Okay, join me. Let's eat this delicious food. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Enjoy. Go try this, and you'll thank me later. Just follow the steps. You'll love it. Swallow as much as you can without guilt. All right, see you next time. Thanks. Go try it. Thank me later. Bye. So thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for cooking with me. It has been amazing. Thank you for staying to the very end. I do appreciate your presence. And I hope you learned something today. Moderation is the key. Yes, you don't have to discard the fufu you love. You have learned today that you can modify this fufu and still enjoy it. It goes beautifully well with any soup. Any soup you can enjoy before with your regular fufu, you can too with this fufu. You eat fufu, you lose the weight. But I can assure you, if you follow the step-by-step and get to the final process, you will enjoy your fufu. Once again, swallow without the guilt. You eat the fufu, you lose the weight. I don't feel guilty anymore. The scale goes counterclockwise now, not clockwise, if you know what I mean. So you swallow and you lose the weight. But anyways, it's been wonderful having you on this channel. You are more than enough. Thank you. Please share with your friends, your family. If you know anyone that's scared of eating fufu because of the weight gain, because of the calorie dense content, please share with them. Let them know they can enjoy fufu once again. With any kind of soup. Eat your fufu, swallow without guilt. Please share, like, subscribe, and share your comments below. Let me know, what other veggies have you tried making fufu with? Please share your thoughts in the comment section after you've tried it. And as always, have a good and godly day, depending on where you're watching from. A godly afternoon, a godly evening, or a godly night. But what good is the day if it is not also godly? See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.